More record-breaking Hulk Hogan sales, a 5-figure digital wrestling card sale, a top WWE Stars rookie card selling for $15. The wrestling card market has been nuts lately, and I'm here to break it all down for you. So stick around for the Wrestling Card Market Watch for January 2021. What's up, wrestling fans, trading card collectors? Welcome to Wrestling with Cards. I'm Zhan Morning, your host. And you can check me out all over social platforms. In fact, while you're on social platforms, make sure to share this show because that's the best way to grow the community. And go ahead and make sure to tag me in it. In today's video, I'm going to look at a few sales from the month of January 2021 that I find a little bit interesting. I think a lot of the information in today's video is really going to help a lot of you buyers and sellers out there. Help looking to, unload your old collections, get the highest peak value. Or maybe you feel like you're priced out of a lot of things and you're looking for some great bargains. I think this is going to help everybody today. One more thing before we get started on today's video. If you haven't already, check out the two podcasts I'm involved with. Wrestling with Cards, the podcast, which is an audio companion to these videos, as well as Worlds Collide, where I team up with Tony Vella from WrestlingTradingCards.com, two YouTube wrestling card personalities, getting together, worlds colliding, talking about all things wrestling cards. You can find the links to those below in the show notes. Also, while you're in the show notes, check out the links to Wrestling with Cards on Patreon, where you can show your support for the show, you can get involved with the show with certain tiers, and there's lots of bonus content and early access there, so check it out. Now let's get on to some of these crazy sales. I often see people complaining that, I can't get the iconic cards that everybody's flashing on social media, I just can't afford it, I can't find it, and I understand. Many people that are collecting cards are in different parts of their life as far as financially or what they can and can't use for time and disposable income. Sure, some people get lucky and find really good deals and they have the money to pay for it at the time. Others are lucky to get a box of top loaders. For all you budget people out there, I've got a card for you today, first one on the video. We're looking at a vintage card that's also graded for only around $15. Are you kidding me? Here you go, budget guys. And we're looking at the 1951 Topps Ringside number 53 Antonino Rocca rookie card, PSA 3, Pop 3, $11.50. Now I know some of you out there may not even know who this is. He was involved with Capital Wrestling before it became the WWF later on. He was inducted into the WWF Hall of Fame in 1995. And another additional interesting note, in 1962, he graced the cover of Superman number 155 to play as Superman. And again, if you're unfamiliar with his work, that's okay. Just go to YouTube and type in his name, and you're going to find all kinds of matches and clips and information about him. So make sure to go check that out. In fact, if you want to pause this and go check that out, and then come back. So why would anyone want to buy this card, specifically if they don't know who he is? Well, for starters, whoever bought this card got an awesome vintage 1951 card, and they got it slabbed, and they got it shipped to them for right around the same price that it just costs to grade the card by itself.
Oh, gnarly!
I've talked about this on several Q&A videos. You can go check out those there if you'd like. And for me personally, there's just something awesome about vintage cards, like like pre-1950. There's just something awesome about that, and to get it encapsulated in a slab, especially for what this guy bought this card at that price, there's nowhere to go but up, so why would you not buy it at that? Oh, what's that? You don't care about classic wrestling? You don't care about old wrestling superstars? You want more modern stuff? I've got a deal for you with this next card. 2015 Topps WWE NXT Prospects number 2 Alexa Bliss, $12.75. So this card is one of Alexa's first official WWE cards. In this same year, she did have a Topps Attacks Then Now Forever card come out. So we have two cards released in the same year. I really like this card. I love the border design. I love the border colors. With the yellow, it really makes the gear she's wearing, that blue, just pops. You also get that NXT First logo on there that is similar to Bowman Baseball, Bowman First. In fact, that's pretty much what I would consider this as a Bowman First baseball. This would be that version of a wrestling card. Now this is the paper version of that card, again similar to Bowman. There is a chrome version of this exact same Alexa card out there with some variations, refractor, superfractor, atomic refractor, I think. I can't remember the variations off the top of my head, but there are ones out there of this same card, and they do go for a little bit more than this one. Year after year, Alexa Bliss continues to be one of the more popular women in WWE, and the fact that you could get one of her first cards for $15, under $15 shipped, it's crazy. So I've now shown you two really solid options of value wrestling cards, but are still really good cards that you can go pick up. If you're willing to put in some work, do the research, spend your money wisely, you can find some really good stuff. So wrestling fans out there that are complaining you're priced out, stop complaining and get to work. And now to talk about some super wacky stuff. A $10,000 sale on a digital wrestling card. This card is from the Topps WWE Slam app. For those unfamiliar, it's an app you can download on your whatever device, Apple, Android, whatever, and you can open packs, you get digital trading cards, you can trade those cards with other people and collect just like you would regular cards. Same thing, just in digital format. But the interesting thing here is people have figured out a way to create a secondary market for these digital cards. In fact, just go on eBay and you'll see them all over the place. After looking a little bit more into this card, I noticed that this was technically a offer accepted. So, we don't know if this sold for $9,000. We don't know if this sold for 90 cents or $9. We don't know. So, I was like, well, if digital cards are this popular as far as like money-wise, monetarily, and this one was a best offer, let's go see if I can find some ones that actually sold for a hard price. So I found a 2019 SummerSlam dual auto Becky Lynch Natalia out of 12, $199. But wait, there's more. 2020 gold timeless triple auto from Alexa, Becky, and Bayley out of 25, and a 2020 Royal Rumble dual auto Becky and Asuka out of 11. These are confirmed sales of those digital cards. Now these are cool looking cards, so I'll give them that. And they are limited. If you noticed, none of them were over double digits, 11 out of 12, out of 25, etc. But can you believe that people are actually spending real money, in fact, this much money, on digital wrestling cards? Actually, yeah, I can, and here's why. Now I know most people in the hobby like tangible cards. Similar to how some people like to pay with cash as opposed to paying with debit, credit, Venmo, PayPal, etc. But the world is drastically changing. Let's look at crypto. It's not a physical currency, yet people invest in it and trade it like a world currency. Now let's take that even a step further. What about video games? People buy skins, they buy extra maps, extra abilities that they can attach to their character, their player, their team, etc. Those are all not tangible goods, but people are buying them for their hobby. What about traditional stocks and bonds? You can buy those. You own a share, but you don't hold it in your hands all the time. You just see it on your phone or see it in your statement. Not tangible. But the comparison I really want to make between the digital cards and tangible cards is with NBA Top Shot. For anyone unfamiliar with NBA Top Shot, it's very similar to the WWE trading card collecting app. However, instead of cards, you get packs of moments. And what these moments are really short highlight clips that highlight a specific player doing something. A dunk, a three-pointer, a steal, etc. And the moments have all the features that many trading cards have implemented, things that we've come to love, such as rookie card designations, limited edition things, serial numbers, etc. They even have a secondary market built into the platform itself where you can buy and sell your Top Shot moments. But these are being sold for major amounts of money. People are treating them just like traditional cards. The hobby as a whole, no matter what type of cards you collect, kind of torn. In fact, you could even take this into the comic book realm between the comic book collectors and people who just read them digitally. Kind of split, some can kind of go both ways. But my question to you, the wrestling fans today, wrestling card collectors, if there was a platform like Top Shot for WWE. Maybe it had moments, highlights, short video clips, or maybe it was cards. If it had a secondary market built in where you could buy and sell, right, then you could still buy packs. But these were specific, online only, using blockchain. Is this something you would be interested in? Would you start collecting these? Would you buy them? Would you try it out? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's an interesting topic to discuss. But now let's get back into talking actual cardboard featuring wrestling. 2002 Fleer Royal Rumble John Cena rookie card BGS 9.5 $1,500. This 2002 Fleer Royal Rumble set, pick it up in value as expected, especially the 4 big rookies in there: Lesnar, John Cena, Orton, and Batista. 2 of those we just recently saw in this year's Super Bowl ads in Cena and Batista. And this John Cena card is yet another example of wrestling pop culture cards, meaning wrestling fans know who he is, but if you show somebody a John Cena card, they're like, hey, I saw that guy in the commercial. Hey, I saw that guy in the movie. I remember that guy being in that. And that's what I mean, because it has such a huge crossover between wrestling and pop culture and sports. And with pop culture comes the value of it. And I could see this kind of going the same way as The Rock. We've seen Rock wrestling cards, Rock acting cards, Rock football cards, all kind of, going up. Now, do I find this John Cena card, do I think it's going to catch The Rock? Probably not. But I think it's going to go in a similar trajectory. I think it's just going to continue slowly moving up. And just as a side note, if you're really looking for a John Cena card, this is the card to own unless you're going for like limited autos, which those are just as good if not better than these, in my opinion, long term. Before we get on to the next card, if I'm bringing you value with this video today, make sure to give me one of these, hit that subscribe button, and please share this video all over all social platforms. And since we're talking January 2021, what is a card that you bought or sold in January 2021 that you're proud of, have a story behind, etc.? Make sure you leave that down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Our next card, 1974 Yamakatsu New Japan Andre the Giant, number 25, PSA 6, $2,699. Now sure, this is a cool card. Andre the Giant, legendary, top name in all of wrestling history. But there are 2 main things that I want you to take away from this sale. Number 1 is not everything has to be a rookie card. Wrestling card rookie madness is running wild, brother. Look, I get it. I understand that people want the first card of iconic wrestling superstars that they can find. I get this all the time.
Zhan, what's the true rookie card of that guy? Zhan, which is the rookie card I should own of this guy?
With wrestling cards, there are oftentimes many different cards that people consider the wrestler's true rookie card. I did a whole video on this. If you have more questions about rookie cards in general, make sure to go check out that video. This Andre the Giant card is just another example of one of those cards that people are considering rookie cards. This is one of his early cards that sold for a pretty good amount, as you can see, but it's not what some people would consider a rookie card. I think for most, the 82 All-Stars is the Andre card that most people consider his rookie. But then again, I've also seen the 1973 Wrestling Annual paper card referred to as a rookie. I've also seen the 81 Poppy card referred to as a rookie. You can also throw 85 Tops in there because he had a sticker and he was featured on a card even though it wasn't technically his card. But then you actually have 87 Tops that has his first official WWF card, so who knows? And honestly, who really cares? The market is going to dictate what card people want, whether it's what you consider a rookie card or not. If the market is hot for it, whether it is or isn't an official rookie card, that's what people want. Once that card gets to a point where people are truly priced out of it, they move on to the next one. Keep going on that until they're priced out or can't find any more. They move on to the next one, and it just, again, trickle-down effect. I talk about this so many times in all of my videos. So no matter what wrestling star you're looking at, if you're looking at a lot of their early cards, just buy them all. If you can afford it, buy as many as you can of all of them, whatever you want to do. It would kind of give a little bit of a protection of a hedging your bet, so to speak, because if one pops off and the other one doesn't, you got it covered. Vice versa, you're still covered, making a little fund there. And this is something that happens to me quite often, is there will be a card that like visually appeals to me more for some reason. And if that's with what happened with you, if there's a specific card that you're considering a rookie and you like it better than what the community and the market is saying, buy it. It doesn't matter. Buy what you want, because that's what you think. If the market catches up with what you bought, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter, because you've got it in your PC and you're happy with it. And then the other thing is, if you're looking to take advantage of the market, and again, you're not wanting to spend a lot of money on whatever people are considering rookie cards, look at something like this. Look at some of those other ones I mentioned, 81 Poppy, 87 Tops. Just you're kind of taking a chance, but that's the whole point of speculation, is kind of taking a chance and trying to get in on the ground floor as cheap as possible before something explodes. And that's just the chance that you'll have to take on that if this is in fact the rookie card wrestling game you want to play. The second thing I want to touch on this card is the grade.
A PSA 6, get that out of my face, that's junk.
I've touched on this many times on social media and in past videos. There are so many people in the hobby that if they have a card they want, doesn't matter what that card is, personal collection, flipping it, whatever, they're not touching it unless it's a PSA 10. They don't want it raw, they want PSA 9. Nope, PSA 10 or don't bring it their way.
If it ain't PSA, don't bring it our way.
And again, that's great. We should all strive to have the best condition cards that we can. I understand that. But from a buying perspective, a lot of people just cannot afford these PSA 10 cards. 9s are much more affordable. 8s are even more affordable. So people are just kind of getting in with what they can afford. But specifically with wrestling cards, you don't see a lot of 10s. In fact, the population report with PSA is not very much at all compared to all other major sports out there that are grading cards. Now, I feel that's going to change because wrestling card popularity is picking up. I would like to think my show has something to do with this. I don't know. But people are starting to send in more cards that they're finding in their collections, or they're starting to realize, hey, grading is important. I should probably get these graded. So those pop counts are going to go up, but they're still not going to be anything like modern sports. You're still not going to get a lot of 10s out there, a lot of 9s even. And this is why I'm such a huge fan and a huge proponent of buying graded cards or sending in to get graded cards of iconic characters and players regardless of the condition. And it's definitely a more affordable way to get into some of these cards. And another thing to think about, would you rather have a iconic key rookie card, whatever card it is you're wanting for your collection or to make some money on, would you rather have a lower grade but slabbed and authenticated version of that card than no card at all? Another thing to think about that I talk about a lot, trickle down effect. People are going to get priced out of the 8s, they can't find them anymore, they move to the 7s. Same thing happens, they move to the 6s, etc. You want a really good example of that? Go look at the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie cards. Look at those in a grade of PSA 1. Tell me what you think. And the last card, and the biggest sale, January 2021, 1985 Topps WWF Hulk Hogan number 1, PSA 10, $18,450. Wow. Another month, another record Hulk Hogan card sale, but it's not the 1982 Wrestling All-Stars. This is Hogan's first card under the WWF banner. And really, now I have no stake in the game, so to speak, because I own both cards. But in my opinion, this could be one of those cards that in time, and when I say that I mean multiple years, 10, 20 years possibly, that could surpass the 1982 All-Stars. And I say that because you've got this first Hulk Hogan card under the WWF banner, that means a lot, but you've also got the Topps brand backing this card, as opposed to the 82 All-Stars was just kind of like a regional production kind of thing as far as the packaging and the brand of card, etc. But remember what I said earlier about wrestling rookie cards and going with what the market thinks? maybe you get both of these cards. Maybe you pick one over the other. I don't know. But this is another prime example of people getting priced out of 82 Hogans, can't find them. What do they go to? The next one. 85 Tops. Just something to keep in mind when you're sitting there racking your brain and getting all these different opinions about people in the wrestling card community talking about rookie cards. I do like visually this 85 card better than the 82, but in my opinion, if you can still try to get both of them, that would be the play. Another thing to consider with this Hulk Hogan card sale, it was last year, but December 2020's Hogan Auto PSA 9 sale, the 82 All-Stars. Something to keep in mind on that is the fact that we do have this Hulk Hogan biopic announced. Chris Hemsworth, who was Thor in the Marvel Avengers series of movies, he's supposed to be playing Hulk Hogan. So when that movie takes off, Hulk Hogan prices could rise, or are some of these prices already kind of baked into that announcement? Not sure. But I think the important thing with this biopic will be that, once again, it's going to push Hogan into the mainstream. It's going to remind people of how important he was, how he was a, giant killer, a villain killer. And in my opinion, this will supplant him as one of the greatest of all times, but also in the superhero category. I would put him in the category of Superman, Batman, Michael Jordan, Charizard. Just greatest of all time in their field, and regardless of whether he's a character or a real-life person, he's at the tippy top. One of the most exciting things for me personally about this sale and some of the other ones I talked about in this video today is the fact that wrestling cards are on the rise, and it's just so fun to me that a lot of people who told me when I was a kid growing up, even now, oh, you shouldn't buy wrestling cards. It's junk. It's not going to do anything for you. You should buy this prospect card. You should buy sports because that's where the money is. And I understand that. But look at this Hogan sale. Look at December's Hogan sale. And then look at this prospect sale that in the 90s, everybody told you was going to put your kids through college. Thanks for checking out today's video. I hope this video helped you out. I hope it gives you some insights on pricing, can help you buy, help you sell, help you build that collection, or help you afford to build that house that you need to build. Whatever you need to do, you do it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, give me one of these. Make sure to check out all the links in the show notes, podcast, Patreon, etc. Share it all over social media. And until next time, keep collecting, keep buying. I'll see you next time.